Hi, I'm Jim Schuster, certified elder law attorney from Southfield, Michigan. Here we're talking about Michigan Medicaid today, and today's question is, what about the nursing home admission agreement? Should I sign it? Short answer is no. But if you feel that you have to, here's some things you need to know. First of all, the nursing home admission agreement is a contract. Whoever signs it is contractually bound to its terms. The nursing home contract is required by state and federal law and has provisions that are required by state and federal law. So let's just talk about some of them. Now, most parts of the nursing home contract, there's very little to be concerned about. Matter of fact, it's good information about what are the terms and conditions at the nursing home. The law says that the contract may not require the resident to give up their rights under Medicare or Medicaid. The law also says the nursing home contract may not require a family member to personally guarantee the bill. The nursing home contract may have a provision called responsible party. And what that means is the responsible party is a person who says they have control over the resident's income, finances, and that they will make sure they use those income and finances to pay the bill. Now, that doesn't mean they can't pay other bills. It just means that essentially that they won't use the resident's income and finances for their own purposes. So let's give an example. Suppose that a daughter signs the nursing home contract for her mother and signs as the responsible party. Suppose that she uses part of mom's $2,000 a month Social Security and pension check for her own purposes. If mom goes on Medicaid, Medicaid says that mom's income, that pension Social Security income, will go to the nursing home as her copay or her patient pay amount minus certain deductions. If the daughter takes some of that money for her own purposes, the nursing home can sue her for that money that should have been paid to the nursing home because she is the responsible party. She has agreed to properly handle mom's money. Now, there are some things to look out for in a nursing home agreement that are not illegal, but you do want to look out for. Here's one. Arbitration agreement. Nowadays we see them in almost every agreement. You are not required to sign it. Matter of fact, we recommend you don't sign the arbitration agreement. And if you ever need to confront that question down the road, if you're going to sue the nursing home and you maybe want to arbitrate it instead of going to court, at that time you can sign an arbitration agreement. But if you do so in advance, if you do so when your family member enters the nursing home, you're bound from that day forward to give up going to court for anything. You have to go to arbitration where you will be bearing part of the cost. There are other things to look out for in the contracts, and they vary, and that's why you should have an attorney review them. We've seen some contracts where the nursing home attorneys put in provision that the resident waives liability to the nursing home. I would suggest that borders on the illegal, but it depends on the particular agreement whether the language actually is illegal or not, or just poorly written. If you want an example of what could go wrong when somebody signs a nursing home agreement, then here's the case of Glenna Pybon. She admitted her husband into a nursing home in Kentucky, and she signed the contract as the responsible party. But the nursing home attorney slipped in an additional provision, and that additional provision said that she would apply for Medicaid. She applied for Medicaid, but she never finished the process, and as a result, the nursing home never got paid by Medicaid. They discharged her husband for failure to pay, and they sued him, he had no money, and her for $47,000. And she lost in court. So she thought she'd file bankruptcy and get rid of the debt. But the bankruptcy court did not discharge the claim. She had to pay the $47,000 to the nursing home. Now that story, we don't know all the facts and details. That's bad enough, but just because she signed it herself and didn't have an attorney review it, she could have been forced to pay the nursing home more than Medicaid ever would have required her to pay. For example, what if they had $60,000 in savings? Her half would have been $30,000, but here she's forced to pay all $47,000. You might say, what if she didn't sign? Then her husband wouldn't get in. Well, the funny thing is that we see a lot where the resident is already in the nursing home, and then the family member is told, well, you have to sign these papers. There's an interesting point there. Believe it or not, a nursing home cannot discharge a resident because a family member refused to sign. So there you go. Tip of the day, don't sign that nursing home contract. If somebody has to sign it, have the resident sign it. And if he's already in the bed, then you don't have to sign it. Anyways, this has been Jim Schuster talking about nursing homes and Michigan Medicaid. I know that you're watching because you have concern or questions about this area, so if you do, just give me a call. Number is 248-356-3500. Website, www.jimschuster.com. Good talking with you.